Laura Vargas-Koch dug deep, came back, and then threw beautifully with Ouchigari. That was nice. We've got here's your choice. Varlam Lepeteliani of Georgia, the #1 seed in the under 90 kilo category, is on the mat at the moment, but I think he's just defeated Ludovic Gobert of France down on mat #1. So he has a tricky hurdle overcome by the Georgian there, Varlam Lepeteliani. He's through to the next round. Mat #2, Gemma Gibbons of Great Britain, the Olympic silver medalist in the under 78 kilo category. She's on mat #2, and she faces Anna Saitmova of Kazakhstan. We've got the #2 seed here in the under 78 kilo category in a really tough match. Kelita Zupancic of Canada against Hwang of South Korea. There are your choices. So the three weights that we've got going on: 90 on mat 1, under 78 on mat 2, and under 70 on mat 3. Those are your choices, and they're pretty good fighters right across the board, to be honest. The Lepeteliani-Gobert contest has finished, and we've now got Erkin Doniyorov of Uzbekistan. He faces Mark Ordenthal of Germany. That contest is just underway. There's no score there yet. Right, let's calm down a bit after the excitement of Laura Vargas-Koch, keeping all the Germans on the edge of their seats as she took it into the last minute and then snatched it away from the Cuban. The Cuban had already seen off Tachimoto Haruka. So now what you've got there, I mean, any day of the week when the Cuban and the Japanese fighter go out of a pool we're talking about, it's got to open up for you. I don't care who's left in there. You've got to be looking at topping that pool. Linda Boulder, the #4 seed, is going to be the competition now for Laura Vargas-Koch, the young, fast improving German who has told me in no uncertain terms to stop calling her babyface. So I have. I'm not going to call her that again. However, I will refer to it from time to time. She won't be upset if she meddles here. No score yet between the Canadians of Zupancic in the white judogi and Hwang of South Korea in blue. She can. She's promised from time to time to deliver more than she actually has. That's Hwang I'm talking about. Really well prepared physically. But hasn't always come up with the skillful moves. She's one of those fighters that if you see her in a training camp, you think, my God, you know, incredible. Always banging people over. But just seems to tighten up when it hits the big time.
She's getting bustled by the Canadian. I think she likes to settle a little, and she's not been able to at the moment.
Zupancic trains a good deal. Well, trained for a year in Japan, but it's Zupancic who bustled Hwang out of the area there.
But was penalised for stepping out herself.
For herself rather than.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe it was for pushing.
Yeah, she backed her up into the in the corner, but without really doing anything, and forced her off the area, and then got the penalty. The Japanese term for that is oshidashi, a push out. Remember that from sumo.
What, your sumo days?
Yeah, my sumo days, and yeah, when I was heavier.
Were you ever heavier?
No. Paula Jala remembers me being light when I haven't changed, pal. Still light. I think he may have said I was a light practice. I'm just trying to think what he meant by that. Light as in easy, you know.
Or as in
light.
Coca Light.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola Light, yeah.
Minute 20 odd left to go. Zupancic with the 3 penalties against her name. Single score would do it, and there's over a minute left to go. You still put your money there, you know. I love to see that when the fighter with the three penalties comes up with the score, because it's the only thing left.
Yes.
You know, that's going to save you.
Yeah.
And any score would do it now.
That's right.
Gemma Gibbons leads by Wazari against Saitmova of Kazakhstan on mat 2. I'm not sure just how that contest has gone, because we've been paying attention to Zupancic and Hwang. And then down on mat number 1, Alexander Jureshka of the Czech Republic faces David Ruiz Zajak of Spain.
All right, penalty for Korea here. So a penalty fest continues in this match.
See, oh, there's the Ouchi that we saw from Laura Vargas Koch, but Zupancic doesn't have the same result.
No.
And with the thing I was talking about, Hwang wouldn't have that safety valve now of looking at the clock and thinking, okay, it's 3-2, I'm winning it.
Yeah.
No, we're going to golden score here. So I think this will pressurize the fighters. I don't want to go to golden score. I've got to come up with a score.
Yeah.
It could be, you know. The penalties are there for when there is no score. I think that maybe is what I'm going to pitch to the big man when I see him this afternoon. If I don't come back, it's been nice knowing it. Ochigari again from Hwang, from Zupancic, beg your pardon. And then there's the effort from Hwang Yesol. Quite close.
Score. Yeah, close, but no
close.
Score.
16 seconds to go. When Zupancic gets back up, she'll have probably one really good roll of the dice here. Gemma Gibbons has won her contest on mat number 2, by the way. Jureshka leads by Wazari down on mat number 1, although Ruiz Zajak has scored Yuko. Well, that's good. She's still attacking, attacked her a couple of times. Hwang hasn't entirely shut up shop. It's that second Yuko, a second penalty that's done it, really. That's kind of saying, hey, I don't want a third.
Yes.
So I'm not going to get called for passivity, and I'm going to make a nice strong attack, albeit near the edge, so that, you know, and she will there, because there is hands. There's hands in there.
There's Wazari in there.
Just wasn't any power left in Zupancic to hold Hwang off. And one of the hurdles that Zupancic had to get over if she was going to go further has come and tripped her up. Hwang Yesol of South Korea takes that contest and goes into the quarterfinal. Dave Brown.
No, I was talking to David about the strangle yesterday.
Yeah.
Do you have a view on that?
I do. And the reading of the rule, if you're not careful in reading it, is that at no stage are you allowed to use the jacket. But that isn't actually what it says. It says you are not allowed to encircle your opponent. And she didn't.
No, but that's one thing you can't encircle. But there's another one that says you can't use the end of a jacket, and it doesn't specify whose, a belt or your fingers.
Right, the belt